Today's Monday Morning Quarterback with Jeff Pecoro is presented by For the Love of the Game, located in Lexington.
All right, welcome back to Monday Morning Quarterback. We're going to talk with Sports Director Jeff Pecoro about the latest performance from the Kentucky Wildcats. They faced off against the Akron Zips on Saturday. Jeff, how are you, buddy?
I'm good, bud. How about yourself?
Pretty good. So the Cats are what they expected to be 3-0, and they won pretty easily against Akron. But as Coach Stoops talked about, man, there's a lot of slop that's got to be cleaned up.
Well, there really is. You know, you watch these games, and as you said, an easy win, and you walk away from 35-3, and you're thinking, boy, that could have been 50-3. But, you know, penalties here and there, the fumble, you almost got your quarterback killed twice.
Yep.
So a lot of the stuff they'd have to clean up.
So, and what is the status on Devin Leary, UK's quarterback?
He's okay. He just took a shot to the chest. We'll know more today. Coach has his press conference at 12 o'clock, and he'll talk to us. But he was okay after the game. He spoke to all of us. He said, you know, it was just a direct hit right into his chest. Everybody's scared because of that pec problem that he had. You know, he tore his pec muscle a year ago. But he's okay. But, you know, again, you can't let that happen. If you're Marcus Cox, you've got to tackle that guy. Anything. You cannot let a blindside shot on your quarterback.
Yeah, and that seems to be, I think, the immediate problem that Kentucky's got to fix is our offensive line and protection.
Yeah, it's still not where you want it to be, and especially running the football. You know, they've had some what we call chunk plays, which are runs of over 20 yards, right, but they're just not consistent in what they're doing, and they've got to find a way to get some better blocking up front. I think what we're not seeing from them is really them getting into a rhythm offensively. Yeah. They get a big play, then they kind of get bogged down. They have a penalty, things like that. But I want to see some consistency, some nice 8 to 10 play drives where they boom, 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 go down the field and score. That's the one thing that we really haven't seen. It seems they've been starting off slow. The second halves have been much better than the first halves for whatever reason.
Right, and, well, there are some big playmakers out there. Tavion Robinson was fantastic. Ray Davis was fantastic. And even, who's the other running back? His name escapes me right now. I'm going to think of it as soon as you say it.
Jefferson?
Well, yeah, but the other one, too, right behind Davis. He had some big runs.
Yeah, I think you're also thinking Demi Sumo Kangarme.
Yeah.
He's a nice little player as well. But, you know, they've got some wealth of talent. Jutan McClain is
That's who I was thinking of, McClain. I saw McClain bust a couple of them.
They're pretty deep there, really, Lee. They really are. But, again, they only had 49 plays. They're not even getting 50 plays a game. That's the thing that's crazy. And they're still scoring this many points. They're the number 2 team in the country in points per play.
Wow.
Only USC, Southern Cal, has scored more points per play than Kentucky in the entire country.
So for fans looking for positivity, Jeff, what you're saying, we may have one of the most explosive offenses out there. It's just don't shoot yourself in the foot.
You just said it perfectly. They have shot themselves in the foot in all 3 games. And here's the problem. You're beating teams you're supposed to beat.
Right.
You're not going to beat Florida. You're not going to beat Tennessee, teams like that, if you keep doing that, especially when you get in that tough thing, that the tough part of the schedule they've gotten, starting in 3 weeks.
Well, playtime's over because they go to Nashville next week, and Vanderbilt, they handed somebody their hat. Who was it, UNLV or somebody like that last week?
Yeah, and they beat Kentucky last year. So,
right.
You know, obviously, it's payback, and they beat them here in Lexington. So you're going to Vanderbilt, and you have got to have a complete game to win this because Vandy's no joke. I mean, they beat you last year, and you know, they've won 2 games already this season. All
right, Jeffrey, we appreciate it, buddy, as always. Thank you, sir.
Have yourself a great day. Hey, nice sport coat.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. That's a compliment coming from Jeff. All right, guys, that does it for Monday Morning Quarterback. Stay with us. We got more Good Morning Kentucky coming up in just a moment.
Today's Monday Morning Quarterback with Jeff Pecoro is presented by For the Love of the Game, located in Lexington.